What's going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Juvenile called 400 Degreez. And in case y'all don't know who Juvenile is, I mean, really, but in case you don't know, Juvenile is a New Orleans legend from Louisiana. He was a part of the Hot Boys at one point. I think he was solo for a while, and then he joined Hot Boys, and then he went and did his own solo thing. This right here, 400 Degreez, is his third debut album. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it and put it in the description box. But this is the real deal. I know how I do. And not to mention that this is the original version of 400 Degreez. Y'all know this had like different versions of it, but this is the original release. Alright. But I'm going to review some of the songs that are not on this album because I feel like someone should hear it or peep it out if they haven't. Let me give y'all the producers who did the beats for the album. And the only producer was Manny Fresh. And he's one of my favorite producers out there in the game. And the features, I'll just do them in order. I won't list them yet. So let's go with the songs now. The first one is just an intro. This is with Big Timers. This is probably one of the fattest intros that they ever made. And that beat gets you like really amped. And Big Timers just talking at the beginning. The next one is called Huh. Now, if you haven't heard this song before, either you're a very young cat or you've been living under a rock. This is one of the most famous songs that Juvenile has ever made, and I think this song is going down in history for like asking questions throughout the whole song. You know, the way he's rapping on there. And there's a music video for it, and I'll put that in the description box if you have not seen it. If I'd be surprised if you didn't. But this song is pretty much a national anthem. Definitely a banger. Juvenile comes through with some dope verses. And in case y'all don't know about Juvenile, to me, he's like a lyricist. You know what I mean? So I'll put it like that. The next one is called Go and Ride With Me. This is a banger right here. I used to hum this song a lot when I was in middle school. A lot of the kids used to play this Juvenile 400 Degreez on cassette tape and CDs, you know what I mean? The whole nine, like ding 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 ding. It's like catchy. Juvenile come through with some dope verses, and I like the way he's flowing with the beat, which lacks a lot bad in rap nowadays, but that's another topic. Then the next one, I'm gonna go to Ghetto Children, and this song is really nice. Juvenile talking about the things that we go through as a people, things like that. The beat is really nice as well. Probably one of my personal favorites off of the album. Next one, I'm gonna go to Welcome to the Noya. This features Turk, and to me, this is a banger, man. Like, before I go to that song, Cash Money Concert is a funny skit. I put it like that. Then now, Welcome to the Noya. This song is a banger. I always like this song, man. I feel like this song is probably one of the most underappreciated tracks from Juvenile. And I like the way that beat goes, and then you hear people cheering or talking in the background while Juvenile and Turk is rapping. And they doing their thing on this track right here, man. I mean, they're pretty much repping the Noya and how they, do things. Definitely a banger from these guys. UPT, this features Hot Boys and Big Timers. And the way this track sounds, you can tell it's kind of like a BG track. Like, you can tell from that beat. And it's kind of dark. They all come through with some dope verses. Manny Fresh did well. Baby, I should say Birdman. Then Run For It, this features Lil Wayne. This song is pretty solid. If y'all remember the Run For It, Juvenile says, run for it, run. And then Lil Wayne comes through with some solid verses. Overall, it's a pretty solid track from these guys. Rich Niggas, This features Turk, Lil Wayne, and Paparu. This song is a banger. Yo, every single time I play the song, it gets me so amped, man. Turk comes through with a dope verse. Lil Wayne does really well. Juvenile come through with a dope ass verse. Probably one of my favorites for him, to be honest. And then you got Paparu comes through with a nice little verse. And in case y'all don't know who he is, he's like a reggae / type rapper. That beat is bumping. Like, if y'all haven't heard this song yet, please peep it out. This is a banger, for real. Then the next one is called Back That Ass Up. This features Manny Fresh and Lil Wayne. Again, if you have not heard this song before, I don't know what the hell to tell you. You need to go to the doctor and see why you haven't heard this song yet. I'll put it like that. This is probably one of the best booty shaking songs out there in history. If there was like a top 25 best booty shaking songs, this song better be up there. Real talk. I remember hearing this song. I'm gonna say a little history. I remember hearing this song. I used to have a cassette tape, so I played the song and I really dig it. And I was like, this was before it went to radio. At the time, the song "Ha" was on in heavy rotation. "Back That Ass Up" wasn't. So when I heard it, I was like, I can bet this song is going to be a hit. This is what I said to myself, you know. And then what do you know? One of the best, or one of the top rated songs of all time. And it also has a music video to it, in case you didn't know. Juvenile come through with the nice verses. Manny Fresh does pretty solid. And then Lil Wayne did like a little, I'm putting it in quotes, interlude. I'm gonna go down to 400 Degreez. This is a really tight track from Juvenile. He just calling it out about the things that go on in the hood. And that hook is pretty robotic. I had to look up the lyrics to see what they're saying because I didn't know what they say on the hook. But Juvenile come through with some dope lyrics. I like that last verse of his. He goes the freak off on there, real talk. Then Juvenile on Fire. This is another blazing track from Juvenile, man. He says on the first part of the verse, he said, let's just say if a chick don't have sex, he wouldn't be a man that beat his knees. I mean, that's just as real as it get, man. Like, one of my favorite lines from Juvenile's, and he has a bunch of verses that I dig, but this is probably one of my favorites. And it's pretty much talking about chicks and all that stuff on there. He's just talking about he ain't sweating no chick. He'll buy one before he sweat one. And then the last track is called Soldier Rag. If y'all haven't heard this song before, this was on the Soldier Rag album. There's a music video for this song as well, if you haven't seen it before. And that's pretty much it. Now, the songs that are not on the album of this original version was Follow Me Now. And I actually dig this song. Like, I think there's a music video for this song too. This was another song that I really dig from Juvenile. Pretty much a very underrated song from him. So with that being said, that song is banging. And then the next one is the Ha remix. This features Hot Boys. And this remix is actually really nice, man. They changed up the kicks. Well, they changed up the snares from the clap into the hard snare one. And Juvenile comes through with a different verse. He comes through with a nice verse. You know, the whole Hot Boys come through with some dope verses. I really dig Turk verse on there. And BG too. I thought BG came through with a dope verse. Free BG, by the way. The Ha remix features Jay-Z. Now, this beat has the same beat from the original version of Ha. And then Juvenile come through with some solid verses. Jay-Z did okay. I'm not a big Jay-Z fan, so y'all be the judge if y'all like Jay-Z. That's all the songs that I review for this album. To rate this out of a 10, I would give this album at least a 9 out of a 10. Juvenile did really good on this album lyrically. Production wise, Manny Fresh is the man. This album went platinum, I think double platinum at least, I think. Now I could be wrong, but it went platinum at least. I put it like that. And I remember on the interview with Juvenile, he said that this album didn't get that much recognition until like late '99. The album came out in '98, so that goes to show how this music business works, man. Like, it could be a while before you get recognized. That's why when you hear the video Back That Ass Up, at the beginning, Juvenile says Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000, because that's when they first started selling way more records, you know. So that's a little history in case y'all missed that Juvenile interview. If y'all have not heard this album before, check it out with no hesitation. There's a lot of national anthem songs on here, and it's probably one of Juvenile's best-selling album to date. So with that being said, I'm sure it's on Amazon Prime or iTunes Music or any other streaming apps. But if you, like myself, prefer the physical copy, there you have it. I'm sure it's online for you to get and things of that nature. All right. So shout out to Juvenile for coming out with this masterpiece. Like I said, this was my album coming up in the game. Another one that I'm gonna have reviewing soon is the BG Chopper City in the Ghetto. So be on the lookout for that, and some more Cash Money Records album. Oh, I also have Big Timers too, so I'll review that. But anyway, I'm blabbing on. That's it. Shout out to all the features and the producer, Manny Fresh himself. All right. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right. Peace out, guys.